You say you're stuck, but maybe you're addicted to it. Because stuck is safe. It asks nothing of you but silence. You say you want growth, but what if your biggest fear isn't failure at all? It's starting. Because starting means showing up. Before you're perfect, before you're polished, exposed, before you're sure of accomplishment. And in a world that lives online, being seen before you're complete feels like death. We call it just relaxing, but scrolling is self-erasure in slow motion. Your brain isn't broken, it's overstimulated. You scroll because it gives you quick dopamine. Your brain thinks reward achieved, but your soul knows nothing happened. You didn't write the song. You didn't make the call. You didn't take the risk. You just scrolled through 100 lives and told yourself you weren't ready for one of your own. You think you're resting, but you're actually freezing, anxious. You think you're being careful, but you're actually scared. You keep rehearsing the perfect version of you, but no one even knows the real one exists. You don't sabotage yourself because you're lazy. You sabotage because you're terrified of being seen before you're impressive. You'd rather keep dreaming than risk being ordinary. We don't want to start small. We want to launch already legendary. You follow what makes you feel alive, but that doesn't mean it's what will make you feel whole. When success is equal to self-worth, starting feels like self-destruction. Because if you try and fail, you self-attack and think you're not worthy. You change your hair, your bio, your vibe, but deep down you still think you're not enough to be chosen without performing. You tell the world you're healing, but you're still editing your joy for the algorithm. So you keep delaying your plans forever. You convince yourself that waiting is strategic. It's wisdom. It's grief. It's fear. It's shame. We romanticize comfort, but comfort is not peace. Comfort can be a cage if it comes with silence, shrinking. Comfort isn't love. It's just a place where no one sees you bleed. It will seduce you until your purpose forgets your name. You say you avoid conflict to keep the peace, but sometimes you avoid it to protect your comfort zone. You've been romanticizing your potential like it's an aesthetic, but never doing the ugly work to make it real. Your brain doesn't want happy. It wants familiarity. That's why people stay in almost relationships, almost careers, almost healing. Because almost is predictable. Real growth is terrifying. It's not a glow up, it's a breakdown. It's a lonely room. It's crying while trying. It's starting at zero with no applause. You've been ghosting your own needs, answering everyone else's calls, but leaving your future unread. You tell yourself it's not the right time, but you said that last year, and you're starting to sound like your own excuse over and over and over again. But you're not lazy. You're loyal. You're loyal to the version of you who survived. But survival is not the same as becoming, and safety is not the same as purpose. You want to grow, but growth means grief. You must let go of who you were to become who you are. And no one tells you this. You will miss your old pain. You'll crave the ache that became your identity. You'll question the joy that feels too quiet. But keep going, because the only way out is forward. And the person you're afraid to become is the one you were always meant to be. You're not behind. You're just mourning the life you were never allowed to start. What if you changed so much you can't go back? What if becoming means leaving them behind? Why not inspire the ones around you to elevate with you? Every time you called yourself unworthy, a part of you believed it, and that part is still waiting for you to prove it wrong. The truth is, you weren't sabotaging growth. You weren't protecting the version of you that didn't believe they deserved it. You say you want growth. Then why are you still building altars from the versions of you who never made it? This is not about motivation. It is not about mourning. You are not starting from scratch. You are starting from experience, from pain, from survival, from truth. And that version of you, the one who's afraid to begin, that's not weakness. That's your shadow saying, I'm ready.